Good morning, Greg here, burning both ends, burning on the front end of week one of this intense I-Core training. We had our opening session last week in Lakewood, Colorado, and now I'd say the real work begins. And so I'm switching up my posts. I don't know if you saw last night's, but you should check it out for a little intro into what I'm doing. So I'm just jumping right into the success journals, and we're just going to hit it all in there. And so you'll see that link down below. You'll see that the description's a little bit switched up. I'm streamlining this process over, for the next 6-7 weeks, just so I can make sure I can put enough time into I-Core, and also all the other things that I'm working on too. Just to remind you, so I started this channel on May 6th, and the double posting, I'm really enjoying it. It's about a 2 to 2.5 hour daily commitment, and I want to reduce that down to under an hour for both posts. And so what I'm doing is I'm using this success journal model, and you can see a link down below. So I have a YouTube post about that, and also an outline that explains it and has the template. And then I've also linked this Google slide that I'm going to be working at. And so the Google slide has a little different format than the template that I gave in the outline, and I'm going to just try to work with this. I'm going to try to work with this and just see if this template is going to work for me. And you can see I've split it into 4 major sections. So at the top section is just like family stuff. The second section is like personal project stuff. The third section is my other projects at work that I want to make sure I stay on top of. And then the fourth section of the bottom there is the I-Core, right? And so what I have is, on the far left column, I just have those high-level topics. And then thinking about this in chunk sizes of a week. I'm trying to see if a week's going to work. I think doing it daily, I'm going to look at it daily. I'm going to be talking about it daily, but I think typing it up daily is going to be too much work. So I'm going to try to do it a week. And so the focus items are the things that obviously I'm focusing on. Kind of self-explanatory there. Not too difficult to understand that one. And then the successes are just the little tasks I'm doing throughout the day. The success steps are the goals or the milestones of the week, or even past the week. And so this is how I want to think about each week. Is I want to think about the focus items and the success steps kind of bookend the week. And that way I know what I'm focusing on. I know what my main goals are. And then the successes are the small tasks to get there, and then I'll just know how the success steps push out. If I can do them in a week, or if they take longer, I'll be able to tweak that and understand it. And so as you can kind of see, I've got a couple things that I'm thinking about this week. So I want to make sure that I stay connected with my wife. So we're going to do a weekly lunch. I want to do a monthly date night. We just went on a date for her birthday. But I want to do another one this month. For the kids, it's just daily support for the kids, and that's just something that I typically do. It's hard to have success steps for the kids. It's just every day, just making sure I'm supporting them and what they're doing, and then of course weekend fun. Make sure that on the weekends I'm blocking off a lot of time to spend with the kids. And then as we keep going down on focus items, so I've got this nonprofit widget that I'm a business that I'm supporting, and so I've got some sales and marketing tasks to do there. Peter is the main man. I want to continue to connect with him and work with him and learn from him. There's a lot there. And then CDI is short for Customer Discovery Interview. I want to learn about the nonprofit donation space and what the pains and gains are. That'll help me better understand his business. On the tech transfer side, I just got a few folks, Carlos, Jeff, and Christian, that I'm working with. I just want to make sure that I keep that going. Nothing really critical as far as like daily deadlines with them. That's more. This is more of like I guess my cold throw, right. There's my hot throw. The hot throw is the I-Core. The hot throw is the work project. The projects for my company. These are the things that I got to hit daily and just knock things off daily. My cold throw, that's more of this tech transfer row, as far as like attracting, manifesting, things like that. And then in the green there, rows 10, 11, and 12, those are specific work projects and kind of easy for me to think about those because it's pretty straightforward as to what I have to do next. It's just a matter of understanding what it is so I can block the time off. And then I-Core, I've come up with three major focus items. Three. There we go. Three that are going to be pretty consistent throughout the whole program, and I doubt they're going to change. That was my overall idea about column B, is that these should not really change over the 6 to 7 weeks. These should stay pretty consistent. We'll see though. And as far as I-Core goes, yeah, just that's going to be the big push. That's going to be where there's essentially infinite work, and I got to just make sure that I'm organized, I'm clear, and so I can sequence. So now let's get into the specific focus items under some. Well, I did already for wife and kids. So for actually I did for tech transfer as well. As far as the green section, and sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained this morning because I'm going through this for the first time, and so I'll kind of smooth out into a process over this week, I'm sure. For HPD, just support the team. I got some drawings to bang out, and then I need to put together a schedule for that. For CSE, I just need to support my scientists. We're pretty much on that project. We're doing a handoff to the scientists, so now all the hardware is in place. It's pretty much theirs. It's up to them to kind of get it online and commissioned. So now I'm more in a support role for that, which is great to be in. It's great to see them kind of get their toys to play with. That's really cool. And then we have this stand-up, this kind of commissioning stand-up that happens a couple times a week. So I want to make sure that I attend that and I'm focused there, so that way I can get them what they need. And whether I attend in person or via phone, because I'm going to be working off-site a lot because of I-Core, I just want to make sure that I give them the attention that they need. And then I'm working on this resource management project. This is a smaller project, and essentially we have a bi-weekly meeting with actions that I run. So I just want to make sure I stay on top of the action, stay on top of the meeting, make sure that the folks that are, I'm not doing much in that space. It's more arranging things to be done for other people. So I just want to make sure that I stay up with actions and put things in place so that other folks can make progress there. And then on the I-Core tip, right? So I mentioned three major categories. So there's this innovation within platform. This is a cloud-based platform that has the business model canvas. It has our hypotheses. This is where we track all of our interviews. And so this is just a platform that I want to keep very organized. This is where a lot of the clarity and sequencing is going to come out of. So if I keep innovation within organized, then I'm in good shape. And then we have a weekly webinar on Wednesday where I have to present. We're going to have, kind of homework. Now the homework is not like classic, like, hand this in and get a grade. It's just more, you got to stay on top of the stuff, the reading, just the little activities, and a lot of the activities will end up in the presentation. So just by default, by giving the presentation and crushing that, I'm doing the homework. So just want to stay on top of that. And then interviews. This is kind of the core. Of everything. And sorry, I have a little, one of my daughters just poked her head in, so we're just going to finish up the post real quick and then get to her. And then the interviews, I want to set these up. I want to make sure that I have about 15 scheduled a week. And I need to research prospects and find new, right? Because, so the goal is that from each interview, we get referrals. And then also we need to find, new folks to talk to and schedule that. So I just want to stay on top of that. That's going to be very tasky, the interview part, very follow-up-y, if that's a word, like reaching out to people, documenting, the communication, making sure that I reach back out in a couple days, different, kind of change up the kind of communications. If it's an email, then call next, try LinkedIn, try other things, try to get in front of folks in other ways. And so that's what's going on there. And then check out the description. I've switched it up a little bit. There are lots of links now. I'm just linking to like YouTube channels. The whole goal is that the description is going to pretty much stay the same. Everything is kind of more of a global link now as opposed to linking it each day. The outline's gone, so we're just focusing on the success journal. So that's it. So let me go check out what my daughter needs, because she needs something. Usually they get up about 7. It's about 6:46 a.m. right now, Pacific. Oh yeah, it's June 11th, 2018. So so let's go see what she needs. and get on with the day. So go out and motivate folks, motivate yourself, inspire people, do great things, right? The whole point of this channel is I'm doing things that are giving me success in life. I'm an aspiring entrepreneur, so this is the framework that I'm putting in place. So I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear, the journey that you're on. If I can be of service, I'd love to help. So please comment down below, ask for help, ask questions. I'd love to problem solve for you. I've got some great music linked down below. I've switched up the beat in the background, so this is a different song. So check that one out. It's Afrobeat based. I'm a big fan of Afrobeat. Love Tony Allen, love Fela Kuti. So check it out. Subscribe, enjoy, rise and grind, work hard, do great things, inspire folks, and I'll be in touch. See you later.